Before AI, the popular buzzword round was cloud. There is Internet of Things, there is cloud-based office tools, and endless amount of SaaS products. Everyone has internet nowadays, so why not put everything there? It's so easy, and often free. But most users don't realize that they are trading something away when they use cloud-based services. You lose control, security, and privacy. Let's say you store some important personal data on the cloud, or your business is reliant on some cloud service. Something happens and you need quick access to this data. What if the cloud service is offline due to some outage? What if your internet connection is down? What if your account has been locked due to some error or some weird service policy that you were never even aware of? Or what if your account is terminated just because the cloud service provider doesn't like you? These all have probably happened to someone at some point, and the result is the same. You lose access to your data. None of these situations were in your control. And what about your personal data or confidential business data? Is it safe in the cloud? Many cloud providers would tell you that they have top-notch security and you can trust them. But servers are full of software, some of it insecure, waiting for hackers to take advantage. Your account is constantly being attacked with brute force attempts, and if you are a person of some popularity, you can bet you'll have a bunch of phishing attempts landing to your inbox. You might think you are smart enough not to fall for them, but some of them are very sophisticated, managing to fool otherwise careful people. And the more cloud services you use, the more passwords and two-factor authentication keys you need to manage. Soon enough you find yourself using another cloud service just for that. And what if you lose access to that service? That's a disaster scenario. But surely you can rest easy knowing that as long as the cloud service is not breached, your data is safe. The cloud providers themselves would never look through your data, right? Well, we all know at this point that big tech platforms prosper by the collection of data, to build profiles out of us for targeted advertisements. They say that this data is anonymous, of course. We're not selling your name or your phone number, but only all of your behavioral patterns which can be used to identify you individually anyway. The internet's most useful function is communication, connecting people over the globe. It should not be needed for you to connect to your own data. Modern devices have plenty of storage space to store most of your data. And if you are fond of taking lots of pictures and video, buy an external drive. It's cheaper than cloud subscriptions in the long run anyway. You don't need cloud-based software. There's usually good, free and open source alternatives. Many people are not even aware how cloud dependent they are. There are nefarious ways that tech companies make people cloud dependent almost by force. Operating systems are the best example. Windows, iOS and Android all make it very difficult or impossible to use them without an online account. A device that you purchased and own cannot work without connecting to someone else's server. Not to mention IoT devices. They are an abomination. But when you actually do need a server, make sure you are not locking yourself in. Avoid proprietary solutions and use open source protocols and platforms, like static web pages, Docker and Kubernetes. Or you can also just roll your own Linux server in a virtual machine, or even your own home server. But keep in mind that devices and data are most secure when they are offline. Now what about the new buzzword, AI? Open source language models are getting pretty good, and small models can also do some tasks quite well. Small models don't need an expensive GPU. You can run them on a mid-tier gaming rig or laptop. There are projects that make it easy to run these models and even have chat interfaces with web search functionality. The AI doom scenarios can only happen if big tech manages to monopolize AI. But when you reject cloud-based AI, you prevent this from happening. Sadly, when it comes to social media, you and I are both stuck with few viable options. I hope one day we can have more decentralized and open source solutions for this as well. Until then, keep control of your data, stay safe, and reject our cloud overlords. And I will see you next time.